But first, it is a big night for Lee Carsley as he prepares to take charge of his first game as England interim manager when they kick off their Nations League campaign against the Republic of Ireland tonight. We can go live to Dublin now and speak to our reporter Rob Dorset. Rob, let's get straight into team selection then, because Carsley has put his faith in youth when he named the squad. How do you think his first England team is going to shape up tonight?
There's going to be an awful lot of people looking at that first choice starting 11 for Lee Carsley. Is he going to make a statement and detract a great deal and divert from what Gareth Southgate did, or is he going to be a bit more circumspect and not change a side that went all the way to the Euros final? Remember, he said in last night's news conference it would be the latter, and he wasn't going to make too many changes, tweaks here and there, and he wanted to try and build on the success that Gareth Southgate had, as he felt was the case. My expectation is that Levi Colwill is in line to start at left back. That'll be his first start for England in almost a year. October last year was when he last started a game for England, last time he appeared for England as well, in that 1-0 friendly victory over Australia. But as the only left-footed defender in the side, I think that's significant and probably to be expected. Mark Gay, I think, will be one of the two centre-backs alongside him, with probably Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right. But I think the really interesting factor that I'm expecting is that it looks like Jack Grealish and Declan Rice will both start for England tonight. And of course, both of them played youth football for the Republic of Ireland. And so that'll be an interesting one. But a huge opportunity for Jack Grealish in particular if he does get that start, because of course, he missed out on the Euro squad and was very disappointed to do so. It's being suggested to me that he might start at number 10 as well, in the centre, rather than on the left wing where he's been playing for Manchester City. He would love that role, you can guarantee it. It's where he thrived for Aston Villa. But I don't see a great deal of longevity in that role for Jack Grealish going forward, because remember, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, Cole Palmer are not in this England squad. But if Carsley does go with Jack Grealish in that number 10 position, I think it'll be a sign that Carsley has full faith in him, that he's backing him, and he wants to try and use Grealish to make England tick tonight.
Proud. It's not something that I've thought that much about until recently. I think when I seen the draw, obviously it was fully focused on the under-21s, and I thought that's going to be a good game, and I didn't realise that, obviously, until 2 weeks ago, that I was actually going to be here. So yeah, I'm excited by it. I spoke about it a few days ago. It's not something that I'm overawed by. I'm excited with the challenge. I try not to get too emotional in games, to be honest. I've always been the same. That's just the way I am. I try to keep quite calm, and I'm definitely respectful and wary of my history as well. So yeah, like I say, it's. I'm looking forward to the game.
Have you heard much from many of your former Irish teammates in the build-up?
Yeah, I've heard a lot from a lot of them.
Who and what have they been saying?
No, I won't be fair to say, but they're really supportive. I mean, they're really proud of the fact of the position that I've got to, and it's something that I'm really proud of.
And Rob, you mentioned Declan Rice and Jack Grealish could be a tricky night for them, given that switch of allegiance. What did the captain, Harry Kane, have to say about it?
Yeah, look, I think it will be a difficult night for them, and I think it'll be a difficult night for Lee Carsley as well. There's been a lot of discussion about whether he's going to sing the national anthem or not, and he said he's not going to do that. He had 40 caps for the Republic of Ireland, remember, and both Grealish and Rice played junior football for Ireland. So I think they can expect a pretty hostile environment in the Aviva Stadium tonight when we kick off at 5 o'clock. In truth, it's a pretty intimidating atmosphere inside that stadium at the best of times, but especially when England are in town. And we asked Harry Kane, the England captain, about it last night. He has absolutely no concerns about Rice and Grealish and how they'll cope with that situation. In fact, Lee Carsley said, we've not even thought about it. They're used to dealing with hostile environments every day when they play in the Premier League. But for Harry Kane, he's never played in the Aviva Stadium before, so he's very much looking forward to that, as he says the rest of the squad are. But he is expecting it to be a pretty hostile reception that the whole of the England team get when they walk out.
We know it's going to be a tough atmosphere, a hostile atmosphere. I think, everyone has a different career path. Everyone, has decisions to make along their journey to try and be the best they can be, and that's what Declan and Jack have done. So look, they might get some stick, and that's part and parcel of football now, whether it's at club or international level. But ultimately they made decisions on what they thought was best for them in their careers, and you can never you can never say a bad word for them for doing that.
There's the England captain talking up his teammates, as you'd expect on the eve of a big game like this. And we shouldn't forget that this is a big occasion for the Republic of Ireland as well, who will have a first game for their new manager as well, Jaime Hallgrímsson, who took over in July. And he's got a bit of history with England as well, because he was one of the co-coaches of Iceland back in 2016, when Iceland knocked England out of the Euros and Euro 2016. So he's got some history with England and pulling a surprise. Could he do the same tonight? I think the fact that Ireland have got a new coach and that England have got a new manager means it's a slightly unpredictable game in truth. But England 4th in the FIFA World Rankings, Republic of Ireland 58th. England ought to win the game. They're expected to win the game. Lee Carsley will absolutely want to do that to get his reign as interim England manager off to a flying start.